Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone for all in this truth. Much respect to the hopeful elect, pushing this truth and sincerity across the four corners of the globe. And shalom to you brothers and sisters, you few brothers and sisters that watch my lessons and get edified. This is the brother Karatazar coming to another lesson. And the title of today's lesson is Wizards and Witchcraft. All right. And with that said, let's get into the video. And I'm going to break out into some scriptures. And Lord willing, you find this edifying.
Heart gets broken.
In a nigga stupid hoe, how you figure he won't fuck your best friend and your sister? Lie to ya, then screw ya, get mad if his homeboys do ya. He's a nigga, don't let him fool ya. They all dogs, that's what they do. Till you put a stop to the shit they pull and get your own shit, that's what you do. And don't worry about him or his juice, man. You make him sweat dubs on your shit as you ride by music.
When your best friend's heart gets broken.
In a nigga stupid hoe, how you feel?
Alright, so let me just take some time out to talk about this, because I normally wouldn't even say nothing about it, but at the same time, we need to talk about it because it's a problem and I don't like it. We got to talk about these marketeers, man. I know some of y'all probably like, he don't even look like he into spirituality, and that's what I want you to think, but that's neither here nor there. But the point of the matter is this, man, I'm tired of these marketeers, I'm tired of these fake babalaos, these mambos, these fake brujas, whatever you want to call them. I'm tired of them, man. It is aggravating as hell. It don't make no sense. You should be able to practice your spirituality without being pestered by individuals that's preying on the weak-minded. I can't stand that shit, but it's a lot of you motherfucking marketeers out here with these goofy-ass backward spells that's gonna get somebody fucked up. These spells don't even work. If they do work, they work in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? They don't work in the desired manner. So I'm telling y'all, like, be careful following people in this African spiritual system that you are, whatever it is you call, Palo, E5, voodoo, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know who you're dealing with. Don't think just because you in somebody's house that it's a good house. Y'all know every house ain't a good house. Just because you got godparents don't mean they know what the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will pay anybody. But, man, these marketeers is getting out of control. They out of hand. I don't appreciate it. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I can't stand them. And they constantly coming after real spiritualists. They constantly get an attitude when we check them and correct them on what you can and can't do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm nobody's babalao, by no means. But if you thought you was going to jump into African spirituality and there wasn't going to be no rules, you dumb as hell. Everything got rules. And y'all know the living is just like the dead, because they're not dead. They just transcended. So you got to understand, if your grandma would give you instruction, why in the hell would she stop giving you instruction because she don't went to the ancestor realm? Are you crazy? If she would give you instruction and rules when you was a kid, you think because you lighting a few incense and you burning some sage and you doing whatever else God knows, you think that she ain't gonna give you instruction still in this time period? Y'all gotta wake up from these marketeers, man. They scary out here. And the biggest one, I'm gonna just say her name, well, his name, Hoodoo Delish. Y'all better stop playing with these Hoodoo Delish spells. I couldn't even say the name all the way real because it's so damn fake. But yeah, Hoodoo Delish gonna get a lot of y'all fucked up. Y'all better stay away from them damn dumb kitchen Hoodoo Delish spells. This motherfucker got Miracle Whip, a pinch of salt, and some roots that he can't even identify. Talking about it's a goddamn real spell from 100 years ago. Y'all better stop playing with y'allself.
All right, so y'all see, this is what Jake is into. So that's why Jake is in a fucked up situation. Excuse my language, but this is why the Most High got you Jakes out here jacked up. And a lot of you Jakes is being put to death because of this. And y'all don't even know, oh, he was such a good person. But you hear on TikTok, putting up videos about witchcraft and casting spells and all this other stuff and doing all this abominable acts. All right. And this is why the Most High gonna put you 2/3 to death. All right. So with that said, I'm gonna get into some scriptures and Lord willing, you find this edifying. This is Deuteronomy 18:10 through 12. There shall not be found among anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, because of the abominations of the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, does drive them out from before thee. So we talking about people that, we talking about people that you just saw. All right? These two Jakes right here, these so-called Jakes right here, these so-called Negroes here, and I'm just saying that because I don't know what they are, but they so-called look like Negroes. All right? Talking to dead people, talking about they talking to their dead grandparents and all that other stuff like that. Talking to the dead, necromancer, enchanter, using spells and all that stuff like that. That's just wicked. All right? And y'all both better pray and repent before y'all get put to death. This is Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Don't be running to these people, that's how Jake is, They don't trust in the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They'd rather go to, their friends and all these other people doing all this foolishness. And that's why you're going to be put to death. Because that's just straight up wicked. All right, this is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Leviticus 20:27. A man also, or a woman that has familiar spirits, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. So you're supposed to be put to death for performing witchcraft. All right? Those people talking to the dead, talking to their dead relatives, talking to them demons and all that, conjuring demons. Y'all supposed to be put to death. But we can't do that because this is Esau's kingdom. This is this wicked E. Diddy's kingdom, and we can't do that. But y'all supposed to be put to death for that. This is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And I think I said that already, but it's always good to reiterate what you said. This is 2 Kings 21:6. And he made his son pass through fire and observed times and used enchantments and dealt with familiar spirits and wizards. He wrought much wickedness in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. All right. So they provoke y'all provoking the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I believe that's the idol Moloch that tells you to burn your kids. I believe that's Moloch. This is Isaiah 8:19. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not be a people, seek their God. Let me read that again. This is Isaiah 8:19. And when they say, Salakia, and when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits and wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their power? So you should seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. When people tell you to go do some witchcraft or something like that, you're supposed to be seeking the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. For the living to the dead. All right? So the scriptures tell you what happened after you die. It tells you what happens. You don't have to go nowhere else. You know about spirituality through the scriptures. So you going to, when people experience a loss of a loved one, sometimes they have questions about what happens, where they go, are they still in the ground, but it tells you that, You go into the spirit world. You go back to the one who created you. You go back up to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right? You're not in the ground. You're not walking around the earth. This is Galatians 5:20-21. Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envying, murders, drunkenness, reviling, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have told you in time past, they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So if you're doing this, you're going to be put to death. Idolatry, witchcraft, and that's run hand in hand. All right, so let's go into some terms. Familiar. So a demon supposedly attending and obeying a witch. So that's when they say familiar spirits. That's what you're talking about. You conjuring up demons. Assume the form of an animal. So sometimes people they make little idols, like little figurines and stuff like that. To represent like Moloch is an owl, I believe, or Baal is like a bull or a calf, or these people they worshiping these idols, and these are their familiar spirits. These are they what they worshiping and they pray to, and they ask for power instead of going to that's what they supposed to be going to the Lord, to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. They're not supposed to be going to these idols to for questions and for power. And for to ask questions and seek the truth and seek spirituality. All right, so this is wizard, a man who has magical powers, especially in legends and fairy tales. So they try to make it seem like that's all make believe. Similar sorcerers, warlock. So male witch. There it goes right there, male witch. So, all this is on the left-hand side of the Most High, and y'all gonna be put to death for doing this. This is Leviticus. No, that's not it. Let's see. Ezekiel 22:4. Thou art become guilty in thy blood. Thou hast shed and hast defiled thyself in thy idols, which thou hast made, and thou hast caused thy days to draw near, and art come even unto thy years. Therefore have I made thee reproach unto the heathen, and a mocking to all countries. So by doing this, you shortening your years. You making your days draw near, where you gonna die, where you gonna be put to death, because you keep on tempting the Lord, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Reproach, rebuke, reproof, the expression of disapproval, disappointment, and you disappointing the Lord. The Lord is looking at you like, yo, you disappointing, you a disappointment. And all the other nations looking at you like you supposed to be, you supposed to be the chosen people. This is Jeremiah 3:8. And I saw when for all the causes whereby backslider Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. All right. So Israel and Judah played the harlot. North and Southern Kingdom played the harlot. All right. And what that mean? They played the whore. They went after all these other philosophies. You could be Kemet, you could be, Islam, or, Catholic, or whatever, Baptist, Christian, these Christians, whatever you are, Buddhist, whatever. You going after all these other philosophies, 5%, whatever, all these other, gangbanging. You going after all these other theologies, these other idols, these other ways of understanding, when there's only one way. And that's through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And this is
Backsliding.
backsliding, the action of relapsing into a bad way of error. And that's what happened, is that, you know, the Most High, he freed us from all of that. We didn't have to do all that. But what happened is we went back to our old ways. He brought us out of that lower state and brought us into a better state. We went back to that. We reverted back to that. This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, of thy power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. I will also forget thy children. All right. So with that said, Lord willing, you brothers and sisters have found this edifying. Shalom to the next video.